this computer. This is August 26th, and it's our team chat where we can talk about things that are on your mind with our Pampered Chef business. So is there anything anybody has a question about or needs help with right now? You guys are good. Everything's okay?
I'm good.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, well then I will go ahead and just do some updates on what's going on. For new consultant calls, they have changed a little bit. They're going to be done on Mondays. They're scheduled throughout the end of the year. If you go to the Ishii Team Imagineers, there's the executive directors on our team are going to be running those, and they're at 8 p.m. on Monday evening. And don't forget, on Monday nights also, there's the Table Setters group. That is Cindy Johnson's, that 30 minutes from start to finish. We're going to talk about what she covered this week because it was pretty amazing. And then in September, there are 5 Tuesdays. So the Fast Track will run in September. The Get the More is on the first Tuesday in September, which should be September the 1st. And then if you're interested in doing that, what you wanted, the challenge was given out at the call last night was to get 8 parties booked for September. And you've got a little less than a week to do that. So that way you can use what they're going to be teaching you in the, like how to get bookings in the party. You'll be able to use that for those parties you have scheduled. And then reaching out to people about the business and bookings, all that will be covered. So then on Wednesday night, we have our call. We also have the Teach Me webinar tonight at 9 o'clock on the Direct Ship Now. Did anybody watch it today?
Yes, and it was very exciting.
It's exciting. That's a good way of putting it.
It's a very exciting deal. Yeah, it is.
So,
and it's chock full of information. I took so many notes during that time. I got a lot of notes on it.
Yeah. So it's really good. And they are going to have the playback. And there's also, well, we'll go over it. There's a few highlights I wanted to cover on that too. So that's Wednesday night tonight. And then tomorrow night's the Booking Blitz. And that link is in Ishii Team Imagineers. I will post it in our little group too with all the information, but it'll be there as well. So either team, either Facebook group, you can get it there. So that's our Monday through Thursday activities. Just wanted to go over that. And a couple things. Okay. I don't know if anybody has, let me make sure. Okay. Anybody has checked out the PCteamtraining.com. That is, and it's all one word, PCteamtraining.com. And they're going to ask you for a password. And the password is 2020 Vision with a capital V as in Victor.
Just the V is capitalized?
Just the V. And
PCteamtraining.com, right?
PCteamtraining.com. Yes, that's the website. That is Nancy Jo Ryan's website, or team, where they post all their training. And she is by far the #1. We are part of her team. She's by far the #1 company or team size-wise and production-wise in the company. She has the best people in there. So if you want to go find out something, it is an awesome place. And I just want to share so that you see it. I just want to share this real fast. Here we go. This was what Cindy Johnson went over. This is what the website looks like. And this Anna Luck right here, she did excellent training on the stoneware. This is her kitchen, and she was actually on the team that Pampered Chef gave the products to and said, we want the field to try these out. Let us know what you think of them. And so she's been using these since February, and she does all kinds of tips and tricks. She does, I'll tell you what, after watching I watched a little clip of it. I think the whole thing's like an hour, a little over an hour, but she gives so many tips and tricks. It's well worth your time to listen to it. And it makes me want to use my stoneware. So I just wanted to point that out to you.
Okay.
And then she gives a recipe for the pizza dough right here. It looks like there's a recipe, a link for pork roast. I just noticed that. And then down here, I noticed these are director chats where her director, Nancy Jo Ryan's directors, share all kinds of great ideas. And Ellington Boyce, if you haven't heard of her, she's a brand new up-and-coming national executive director. And here's her new consultant training. So if you're looking for the words that new consultants can say and that we can say to ask for bookings, they're here. So I just keep going. There's a lot of great information there. So I wanted to make sure I shared that with you.
Thank you.
Sure. Let's see. I covered that. Okay, so I'm going to probably tell you this every week between now and the end of September. And this is about Direct Ship Now. So everybody here is not on Direct Ship Now, right?
Right, correct.
So when you're looking at your month, what you want to do is make sure all of your parties are submitted by September 30th.
Right.
And if you look at a calendar and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose like 4 days because September 1st is a Tuesday. So what you might want to do is you're going to have a little overlap on that 3rd and 4th week in September, but you could actually start the last week of September's parties on the 24th or 25th and close them out on the 29th.
Right.
And then you'd have the 30th to submit them. Because what's going to happen when you switch over on October 1st, any orders that are sitting in a party will switch to October. So everything goes to the October guest special. So if you have somebody got the $80 gift and they have the September special in there, it's going to switch over as a paid item. So you want to make sure that you submit, and that's the other thing is the shipping is going to change because right now for direct, well, ship to the host is $525, shipping to themselves is $725. It's going to go to $795 October 1st. So those are the two big things that you want to make sure that those are in, like the parties are in by the 30th. It's not, we can work around it if something happens and you don't get them in. It's just a lot more of manual manipulation that you have to go in and change things in the parties. But if you're planning out ahead of time, the best thing to do is maybe start them on the 24th, close them out on the 30th and or 29th and get your host order in on the 30th would be the best advice. Okay. Is anybody confused about that, or is that okay?
No, that's good.
Okay.
5 in September already, 4 on 1 week, which is the 18th, which will work perfectly. I can get them closed out in time, and 1 on the 11th. I'm working to get some more the beginning of September. So hopefully I'll get some more in there.
Yeah, that's good. So, yes, and those will be done on the 25th of September then, or the 26th, that weekend. So,
Right.
But then if you wanted to run them, you could start them like on that Tuesday, Wednesday, and close them out on the 29th. If people wanted that, because it's 60% off for host. So
Right.
people from your current parties might want that 60% off.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. And I have to tell you this, this will be the only time that happens because we're switching systems. And so when we go from October to November, it's not a problem because you're on direct ship. And as soon as those people place their orders, they're sent into home office. So there'll be no switching because they're going to be sent up and they know what they've got. So it's just something we kind of have to prepare for.
So if we have an order that goes out really fast, quickly in September, not September, October. October 1st is when it starts, right?
Right.
And someone, because when I thank people, one thing that I get a lot of response from is when I send a thank you for their order, or I have a thank you for their order in the party, and I have a picture of one of our products. And usually I'll use something that they've ordered, and they'll say thank you for your order. And I get so much response, and some people will add that. They want to add that. They see it, and they're like, oh, I forgot I wanted to add that to my order. Can we call home office and get it added to their order, or will they have to, if we catch it right away, if they decide they want to change it? How long do we have until it gets packaged up and sent?
Midnight that night.
Okay, so it's got to be, when they send the order, it's got to be that, or they have to do shipping again.
Yeah, 11:59 Chicago time.
Yeah.
It's 12:59, yeah.
So, and it's interesting, they mentioned this in the training too, and this has actually happened where people are okay with placing 2 orders and paying shipping twice. Sometimes I've noticed that it's going to a separate address, so it's like a gift for a friend or family member, and sometimes they just want 2 specials, 2 of the guest specials. So, don't feel bad about that if they can place a second order using the same email address if they want to.
Okay.
So, and you're going to be able to
Shipping is going up then?
Shipping's going up for orders under $150.
Shipping's
it's going
going
up
down after that.
Then it's free, $150 or more. It's free.
$150 or more, it's free. But it's going, what is it going to be? Is it $9 or?
$7.95.
$7.95.
Well, what are we paying now? It's $7.25, isn't it?
Mhm.
So
Yep.
that isn't bad.
Mhm.
But over $150, it's free.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need to make slides for that.
They are. Home office is going to have them available in the middle of September.
Okay.
So we'll be able to add those to the party. Yes. It's
And
pretty.
there's even some out on the websites. I've seen a couple already.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah, I copied a couple already.
The other thing, any other questions about that? Okay, the direct ship training is excellent.
Yes.
If you have any questions, please let me know. The other thing that I thought was kind of interesting. Okay, so if you have a party that crosses over between one month and another month, there's different ways that people are handling this too. Is that they're saying, like up front, the consultant is saying, if you place your order by the 31st of October, this is what you can choose as your guest special. The party closes on November 4th, so if you want to place your order in November, this will be your guest special. Sometimes people want one of each guest special, and that's something they can do on direct ship now. They can get one from October, one from November.
Right.
If the
So
party
that's going to be, it's that way now when we don't have the 15 days to, okay.
It's in direct ship right now. People can do it, and they do it. Once we switch over to direct ship, the party has to be counted. Like right now, we have until the 15th of September to count as an August show. It only goes till the 7th once we get into the new direct ship. So, let's see. So, the other thing that I heard, okay, so if you are looking for the fall catalog link, I didn't even know this, but the fall catalog link is not available until September 1st. So there is a link if you go to shopping and go down to where the catalogs are, you can see the new catalogs, but that link will not take you to the new catalog until September 1st.
Right.
So I didn't know that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay. The other thing about the host program, some interesting things to note here. A little thing about, remember how currently the host, when their show reaches $200, they get a $20 free product value.
Right.
The explanation, what we used to, and Karen, you probably remember this, and Carolyn, you do too. When
Yeah.
if you hosted a kitchen show, you would get an extra $15 because you bought food. And
Right.
the catalog show did not get that. And then
Right.
eventually it went up to 20. So that's where they got the $20, where they got the extra free. So if anybody questions about the $200 and not getting the 20 free product value there, that first 20 free product value was really compensation for getting food and having an in-home party. We did cross over for a little bit where everybody got it, but now they're kind of taking that away because everybody's doing virtual parties. And really, we want them up to $300. And they did say,
We don't, we want them up to $1,200. We'll
That's
settle for 3.
that's true, Carolyn. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But they did say when they interviewed host, this was interesting, that really the host really wanted the half price item and they like that 60% bonus item. So the fact that they're not getting the $20 free is not that big of a deal for the people that are having $200 and $300 shows, but they're really excited about those big discounts. That's why people host. So
I do have one question, Alice. Can I ask one question here?
sure.
Is it still considered a qualified show if they only turn in $200 in guest sales?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's what I wasn't sure of. Okay.
The other thing you'll notice is that there's a $25 increase when you, like at 300, you get 25, $400 and $500, you get a $25 increase. But look at that, when you go from a $500 to a $600 show, you get a $40 increase there because $500 is our show average. So the average show can make 500. So what they're doing is saying, oh my gosh, if you just go up to 600, you're going to get $40 more free. And you notice that little, usually if there's a increase in the host bonus, it's at 650, like double free or a second 60% item. So that kind of has a little incentive to get to 600. But if you look at the $700 level, they get, not only do they get 140 free, but they get 4 items at half off now, and the unlimited 30% discount kicks in at 700. So that kind of even is another, you've got many more incentives between $500, $600, and $700 to entice the host to keep going. So that's part of our host coaching when we're talking to them and talking to them about their benefits. We can kind of, like when they reach the $500 mark, it's like, oh my gosh, when you reach $600, you're going to get $40 more in free product. And just keep on encouraging them to get to the next level because there's kind of big things at the next couple levels. Okay. And the other thing is, like, when we start out talking to them, it's like you want to coach at least to the $700 level because you get all those big benefits there. And you could say something like, to get to a $700 show, you would want 15 to 16 orders. So to get 15 to 16 orders, this is how many you want to invite, or you want to have 60 people in your party, because about 1/4 of the people who are there will order. So we want to get 60 people in your party. To get 60 people in your party, you want to invite at least 200 friends. I would recommend inviting everybody. So that's, you can break it down for them like that so they can see why they need to invite all their friends, or at least 200. So let's see. Okay, so those were just some things that were pointed out on the host coaching. Any questions about those? Okay. Um, let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the air fryer, have you seen the information about that?
Yes.
So now everybody can spend their money and buy the air fryer. Woo! That is awesome. Think of how that will increase a host order if somebody can buy the air fryer, which is awesome. Which brings us to the kits. The new kits are including the air fryer starting in September. And it's sort of crazy because, let's see, the air fryer costs $279 and the ultimate kit is $269.
Right.
So when you think about it, they were giving them $10 to try the business. And they're getting the air fryer plus about $800 worth of other products. So it's just a point. It's a great tool for getting people in to get a taste of the business. But we also have to be careful that we're not just selling kits, because that's not what the kits are not for sale. They are for people who want to try the business. And good example I heard of this was somebody who was very interested in the starter kit. And the question was, how do I get that starter kit? And the consultant explained, said, oh, you sign up and give me 6 shows. Just try this business on with 6 shows and see if you like it or not. After 6 shows, if you don't like it, that's okay. And then she said, but I really just want the kit. She says, well, we don't do that. You just have to come out and tell them we don't sell the kit. In 6 shows, you can do that in less than a month. So how about if you just give it a try, see if you like it. You get to keep all the products in it. And in that case, the girl wound up loving the business and she's off and running in it. So I don't know, are you comfortable with those words? And if a guest asks you about that?
I already used those words a couple of months ago when a lady wanted to buy the kit. And she said, I'm not going to do any shows. I said, I can't sell you the kit. I'm not in the business of selling kits. I'm only in the business of building the business or getting people involved or having parties. Won't you just do 4 shows? That's all I asked for. And she said, no, I don't want to do any shows. I said, okay, we're good. So I may call her back before she wants the quick cooker. So I may call her back before the quick cooker goes out of the kit and explain to her what we found out today, that they want 6 shows, see where she is at this point. She's retired now, so it may change.
And you know what, that's a good person. I'm sure she's on your list, Carolyn, because if there's a special that comes up with signing bonuses or something, there's a good people to reach out to too. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Regarding the new Facebook, has anybody else been trying it?
Yeah,
It's not bad at all. I was confused. There's some things I like better about it. One of the things I don't like is like when I go to welcome new people in a party, and I know it's just minor, but if you don't refresh your page, it'll still show, because I did this once already. So I welcomed, oh my goodness, look at that cute little thing.
Hi, Amelia.
Hey, Amelia.
How are you?
Yeah. You guys shampoo bear? There's Pooh. Yeah.
Pooh Bear.
He's one of my favorite guys.
Oh,
And your
this-
fox.
Ew,
Tigger.
cool.
So what it happens, it doesn't show that you've already sent that email to the welcoming the new people. Hi.
Hi,
Hey,
Bethany.
Bethany.
It doesn't show that you've sent that. So I was going through I had 3 parties this week and I was going
Right.
through them, and all of a sudden I thought, I thought I sent this. I went back and looked, and unless you refresh it, it doesn't show it. So it still shows that you can still send a welcome to the same people. And I thought, so I immediately went in there and deleted the second post, hoping nobody saw it, which I'm sure probably they did, probably thought I was an idiot. But that's one of the things that I was like, yikes. But what I do like about it is that if I forget to attach a picture, I can go back into the post and edit it and add a picture. Sometimes you can't do that. I won't let you re-add a picture to something once you've already posted it. And then also, if you have a picture out there and you want to, you're like, oh my goodness, I spelled that word wrong. And you go to edit it. Before, you had to actually reload the picture back up. When you
Right, right.
now, it just lets you keep it out there. So
You know, that only does that occasionally because I've had times where I haven't had to add the pictures.
every time I've gone out there, and
I know it's happened to me more times than not, but
yeah.
every so often I go in to edit something and I don't have to re-add the pictures. But
So
it hasn't made me switch over yet, so I haven't.
but I'm glad that, that's much easier that way. But I did welcome 3 people twice in the same.
Well, they really know they're welcome. See, that's awesome. I think that's great. You know,
They know that it was the same picture. and I
positive, always.
So this is on you're doing the right post, right?
Right.
And then the people stay there unless you refresh.
Unless you refresh, it still shows them there. And like if you're going down to send reminders out, once you
Oh,
send
yes.
reminders, they still stay there and you don't want to send 20 reminders to the same person, And so I'm going down and I thought, wait a minute, I thought I sent her a reminder. So I had to when I got off, when I wasn't paying attention, I was just doing them real fast. And so that stays out there too, unless you refresh it. So I thought, wait a minute, I thought I sent her one.
Right, I know.
When I refreshed it, then it went away. But that's-
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to really watch that.
Okay, yeah. So you know what? This just goes to prove we have a lifetime guarantee on these. So, so when they go bent too far, you just send them back and they'll send you a new one.
Oh, good.
Oh, cool.
Because that happens many, many times, doesn't it? Yeah, the boys did that all the time.
So pretty.
So, okay, any other tips on the new Facebook?
I think that's all I can think of. Let me go check here real fast. I like the look of it. There's a lot of things I like. I was trying, I know this sounds stupid, I know, and I know that Carolyn was talking about this last week, but I'm like, where do I put the description in? I could not, I sat for about 15, 20 minutes before I'm like, wait a minute now, the other one says settings. So let me look over here on the left-hand side. I found it, but I was like, I can't put the description in these parties. But then I found where it was. So it's
There you go.
settings on the left-hand side. Because I kept looking at everything under the picture and I'm like, wait a minute, this is not right.
Yeah.
I can't find it.
And so I don't know that anybody's heard the official date when it's going to switch over. Some people were saying they'd heard September 1st. And so everybody, when they said, okay, who saw September 1st? Everybody just said, well, it's actually, they just said September. It's going to happen sometime where we'll all be forced over.
Yeah, and right now I could go back and forth if I wanted to.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
So I had a lot of pages. I had a lot of pages open, and I was going back and forth between the different groups. And all of a sudden, I went to the pages that were on the old. I hadn't gone over because they were still up, and I had to refresh those. And then they pop in as the new Facebook. But it was funny. I'm like, what happened to my page? And it was there. It was just waiting for me to catch up with it.
Yeah, I think the nice thing now also when you can switch back and forth, they'll ask you why you're leaving to go back to the old one, and you can give them. What's nice, you give them feedback. It's like I can't apply the app, or I don't know how to attach the app on the new Facebook. Or you can kind of let them know your complaints at this point. So
it is really fast to do that too.
yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing somebody was saying, mostly the issues I've heard is like what you said, Cindy, just finding where things are. And, but somebody said, this was a tip because they said their groups got rearranged. In their mind, old Facebook kept their newer groups up at the top. And a tip I heard today was, when the show's open, if you put like a little emoji before the name of the party, and then when it closes, take the emoji away, then you'll know what parties you have open, but with the ones with emojis on them. So I thought that was a good tip too.
One thing I did notice, I don't know if anyone else has noticed this. I went in to add the app, and the first one it did fine. And then the second one I went to, every time I went up to the top to type in post my party, it would stop as soon as I put the first letter in. And then I had to go back and put my cursor next to the P. And then I'm going to wait until my next party and see if it happens again. But there were 2 parties I had to do that with. Every time it would like all of a sudden stop. And of course, there's a lot of things with P. It wouldn't let me type post my party. I typed P and I hit O, and then it was already redoing it. And it was just on the P, and it brought up everything that had a P in it. And then I had to go put my cursor up there. I don't know why I wasn't hitting enter or anything. So I don't know why that did that.
Can you just keep the icon for post my party up on the, not open, but available at the top? And then that's all I do. And then I hit post my party and it comes right up. I don't have to do all that.
No, I mean when I'm adding it to a party.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, really? How do you do that? Because
I mean, that's all I have to do is hit the icon and it comes up.
well, I mean, how do you get it to stay at the, like when you go into, when it says add an app?
Yeah.
Because
When
when
it says add an app and then I hit that icon at the top, I think
oh, is there an icon at the top? I see, I don't think I saw that. Maybe it
I
was
don't know. I keep it at the top of the thing when I'm working.
at the top of what thing?
At the top of my computer. You know, all those things that run across the top, like
What are her tabs?
Facebook and Consultants Corner and Post My Party and
Yeah, I've got that too, but
Mail and all that kind of stuff.
So you
it was
hit,
where you go into where it says you're adding an app to that party.
Right.
and
You
you
might
do that.
You might have to type in post at that point. Yeah, I think you do. Come to think of it, I think you do have to type in post. But I keep the icon at the top to make my life easy.
Yeah, I do too, but if I hit that, it would just go to post my party and not in the group.
I got it.
You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it was weird because it worked fine on the first party, but the second 2 parties, I would hit and it would just all of a sudden be bringing up all the P's, and then I had to.
Okay, she's fine. Yeah.
I don't know why it did it okay on the first, but not the second 2.
I don't know.
It's weird.
Sometimes I think they're trying to work out bugs on that Facebook thing. I really do.
Could be.
Really think that. I've got one open now that where the host is so active that I forgot to send the host coaching things yesterday. She's been so active. She's been in this thing hammering it. I mean, she's hammering it. And so it's crazy because she said she didn't have time to be a consultant. When this party gets over and she finds out how much money she would have made if she had done this as a consultant, she might decide to go ahead and do it. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I've got one that was like that the last time, but she also has metastatic breast cancer. So I know. And she says, she gets so tired sometimes, but she was fantastic. And
Damn it.
so, and she said, well, maybe when the pandemic's over and things kind of settle down, she said, maybe I'll consider it then. But then I'm like, well, she's got this bad cancer and, but if she wants to do it, I'm going to let her do it. But I don't want to push her or anything because she's like, so one day she said, I'm sorry I didn't post anything today. I'm just so tired. I had a treatment yesterday and, sad.
Yeah.
How old is she, Cindy?
She's probably in her 50s. She's not very old, maybe late 40s, early 50s. She's got a teenage daughter and she's really we've become really good friends. She's really a nice person. And she was the one that posted every day, this is my favorite tool today. And she had beautiful pictures that she made. One of them had like a recipe and it had like a stain on it. And then she had the items that she used that was Pampered Chef related. And it looked like an old time. It was, I said, do you mind if I save this picture? I love it. She said, sure, go ahead. But,
Tell her I'll pray for her.
oh, thank you. Thank you.
I will do that.
If you are looking right now, I just found them, I guess it was yesterday I found them. There's the comparison charts for the 3 different kits. So when you're talking to people about the business
Yeah.
for September, they have that up already. So
Right.
I happen to have a host who she hosted 2 years ago and got the quick cooker. And oh my gosh, guys, this is a perfect example. Don't quit asking. She is a busy working mom of 2 young girls. They're 11 years old. Her job is in IT, and she's introducing a new program. She told me she's working 20 hours a day, and because she's up all night helping the people who are trying to get this rolling. And so I asked her initially, and that's what she told me. And then all I did was like what was in the host coaching. I did include that. And then at the very end, she said, now tell me what all is involved in consulting, like what's the minimum I have to do? And we had to take a look at what kits she wanted, because she'd had the quick cooker. She was thinking she wanted the air fryer and the blender. So in this case, it pays for her to look at September and get the air fryer and get the blender with her host rewards. So, and I thought, you know what? I probably asked her 3 times. I should have been asking her 5. And no matter what they tell you they're working 20 hours a day. That's an example of it might still fit in, because she's looking down the road where she's like, I'm not going to be working like this forever. So, and I assumed that she would be. So anyway, that's true confessions of Alice. So.
So where did you find the comparison? Because I looked for that today, actually.
It's in marketing imagery.
I was in there.
And
I only found the old one.
The new consultant kit is in there. And I just typed in new consultant kit.
Okay, I'll look again, because
And
when I did, that's what I did, and I got the old list because it still had the quick cooker on it, didn't have the air fryer.
Yeah. And if you continue to have trouble, let me know, Karen.
Okay.
I did find it. So.
By the way, guys, Alice asked me at every party she hosted for me, which was 15 parties in 20 years, if I didn't want to be a consultant. And I kept saying, Alice, it's not my thing. I've got an office to run here. This Pampered Chef is your thing. It's good. It's all good, but I cannot do this. And then after I retired, she said to me, hey, you're hosting this party. You got 35 people here. We got this. We got that. Sales are over $1,000. You need to, what do you think? And I said, well, Alice, let me think about it now, because now I'm, my cataracts are fixed. I can drive at night. I can even drive in the rain at night. So I guess I don't have any more excuses. So that's when I signed up.
Yeah, that's a good story. Thank you, Carolyn. Because you just, yeah.
She asked me at
know.
least, 15, 20 times? At least.
You know what, Karen? The other story that's good about Karen is, who was I telling? It was a new consultant, and like feels like these people are putting her off. And I met Karen at a party, and she said, oh yeah, I want to have one. But you had a bad year looking back on it, I think you must have had 3 surgeries that year. And every time I called her, she said, I can't do it now. It was like you were always going to have surgery or recovering from one. And I think it was about a year, wasn't it, that I followed up with you?
Probably. I mean, I had 14 surgeries over 10 years.
Yeah. So it was, and that year particularly was,
Yeah.
It was your jaw. It was your.
Oh, I know. It's after the accident. Yeah.
Yeah. So and I was telling somebody that, I said, and they know you, Karen. I said, yeah, it's Karen Huber. She's the one who that I followed up with for a year. So don't get discouraged if people are telling you, yeah, I want to do it, but you get the feeling that they're just putting you off. No, it might take a year.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, you guys are all great. You're awesome. Do you have any questions? That's all the new information I have this week. Anything you want to share? Any?
The kit comparison. It's the one was in color was through that was last year, and the one that's in just the blue, the teal, and the white.
I just found it.
Yeah.
That's that's the new one, the one that's not in color, right?
It's one.
Yeah,
like,
it's just got
teal.
teal on it. Yeah.
Okay.
I just found it.
But I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
We're on these Zoom calls, and then you all are calling up. Do you have 2 computers? You're calling up other things? Or
No, I just open up another tab.
and it doesn't overshadow these pictures?
No, it makes you go like up in my corner and I just opened up another tab to open up Consultants Corner.
Like you could
Okay.
minimize your screen.
Okay. I didn't know how it worked, Alice.
Yeah, you go.
I'll go
If
into
you just want to open up another tab, if you have a tab open on your computer,
Yeah.
just click that tab and you'll see that the Zoom call goes up in the right corner.
Well, I'll be darned.
So I can still see, like right now I see you because you're talking, or I see Alice. And then if you want to go back to full screen, you just hit the right corner of the Zoom thing and it makes it a full screen again.
Got it. Okay, I got it. Makes cool. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Try to learn something every day, you know.
Yeah.
worth the price.
How are you doing?
You say hi. Say hi.
How you doing, Aaron?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. My dogs were making noise.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm good. I don't know if you guys know, I started a full-time job about 3 weeks ago. So
Okay.
balancing everything and trying to make it all work.
where are you working?
I'm at a CPA firm in Northern Kentucky.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Which one?
Redler. I'm in
I
Fort
don't know
Wright.
where that one is.
Yeah.
So are you a CPA?
I studied finance, so I'm
Okay.
just, I'm not
don't you on that.
certified or anything, but
Okay.
maybe
You're
one
going
day.
to take the exams.
I would have to go back to school to take
Oh,
the
okay.
exams because I don't have the accounting credits. But maybe someday if Redler pays for it.
Right, exactly.
Mm-hmm. So
Amelia, how are you doing, sweetheart?
Say hi.
Hi. How are ya?
Ooh.
She's
I
busy
see
drawing. She's working here with me.
Got it. I got it.
Is she your secretary taking the notes?
Yeah, right.
Now, is her mom going to get back into the business?
I think so. We were just talking about that.